We're going to have 1 minute of photographs, please. 1 minute of photographs, and then please sit down.
Madeline was abducted from our holiday apartment 9 days before her 4th birthday on the night of the 3rd of May in Praia de Luz, which is near Lagos in the Algarve. Despite a very extensive investigation conducted primarily by the Portuguese police but with marked assistance from the British police, we're still uncertain who's abducted her, what the motives are and where she is now. She was wearing pyjamas almost identical to these ones.
Madeline's the younger sister, so they're a little bit smaller than Madeline's. As you can see, it's a pink top with an character viola and short sleeves. White pyjama bottoms with a floral print on, and another picture of Viola on the right leg, lower right leg. So as I say, these are virtually identical to what Madeline was wearing, only they're a little bit smaller, and Madeline's doesn't have a pink on. And certainly when I've come across similar cases or cases of child harm in the past, I thought, how do people get through that? How do people, and you just don't know how you behave. We didn't know we'd be able to come and publicise it, you know, but we've got strength from somewhere, and we believe it's vitally important, you know, and I can understand why people would say, how can they do that? Because I would have.
But how do you cope with these feet? You seem, you are, relaxed is not the right word, but you seem very well spoken. You think about what you say. How do you feel when you're sitting here and talking about this awful thing, what happened?
I think, you know, we're not going to talk about what happened in detail. Emotionally, that is incredibly difficult to talk about how we were, you know, at the time. But we have had a psychologist, and we've had taken a lot from it. And in the very early days and hours after Madeline's abduction, we felt completely helpless. And I've said this before, it was the darkest place imaginable. And many people have said to us, it is a parent's worst nightmare. And it is. And it was every bit, and it continues to be as bad as you can imagine.
Got time for perhaps 1 or 2 more.
Sir?
Need to get on. Yes.
I have a question. Is the main focus now on Morocco to find her? Is that your hope?
I mean, the main reason really for going to Morocco is we're aware that there was a window where someone could have travelled from Portugal into Spain and then could easily get to Morocco. That's why it's the access really. I'm aware there was an alleged sighting of a child in Morocco earlier on in the investigation. But we don't deal with that. We don't deal with that. I'm not even sure if it's a line of inquiry anymore.
But is it for yourself the main focus, Morocco?
No, I mean, the police investigation, you know, that's very much continuing based in Portugal. They direct the focus. It just happens to be that Kate and I are en route, and we've actually chosen countries probably in priority that we thought was there. But, you know, we don't know where she is, and we want to cover the most likely places that she could have been moved to.
Thank you.
difficult to talk about how we were, at the time, but we have had